in a world awash in uncertainty.
That makes me
Are you
so
triggered?
I am very triggered.
I almost said Bryan Adams.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Bryan
You can thank
Adams.
Bryan Adams, too.
Straight
I
from
get
the
it.
heart.
And we're gonna take it to the McMahons.
But Sinbad apparently never made a Shazam movie.
What?
Uranus.
I just wouldn't notice.
Two brave heroes take on all things action.
Hi guys, welcome to another great edition of All Things Action Videocast. I'm Dad, aka Aaron. With me this week is
Raiden, aka the bear.
and
Grandpa.
aka Chris. Chris Hogue is in the building, everyone. Welcome, Dad,
Welcome, yeah.
Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Should we call him Grandpa just to make sure we don't confuse anybody?
Yeah, 'cause...
There might be 2 or 3 Chris's here.
No.
No.
So are you excited about having Grandpa here?
Yeah.
So what's on the agenda today?
So, I thought since he's here,
Yeah,
we could talk about, we could ask him questions,
yeah.
and he could, answer, and then, we ask him another question. Just
Yeah, kind of like an Ask Me Anything, fire away,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, try. We'll
Okay.
see what happens here.
So, Grandpa, you're familiar with the show?
Yeah, I watch it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Good.
I like the little kid on there. Well, actually, he's getting pretty big.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, what's your first question for Grandpa?
When were you born?
Way back in 1955, in August. It was a warm day, and it was on the 25th.
1955.
Yeah.
So, as far as technology goes,
How has it affected...
hold on. Let's start with what was out there first. Obviously, the radio was there.
Yeah.
Are we to TV yet?
Yep, we had TV.
Black and white.
Black and white, about this big. What do you think about that?
That's pretty small for what we have now.
Yeah.
That was the screen size. The box was about like this. It was huge. But it was made out of real wood, and it had tubes in it. And it took a while to warm up, and
Yep.
it took a while to shut off.
The cathode ray tube.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Vacuum tubes. Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
With hundreds of volts going through them. Your computers now are about 5 volts.
That's hard to believe, right?
Yeah.
Everything's gotten smaller. Everything's gotten
Yeah.
better.
Everything
Faster.
also has gotten more efficient and more advanced.
Right. So how old were you when the first moon landing took place?
First moon landing, I was in, it was in 1968, I believe, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
And
so.
I think I was about 12.
So not too
12
far
or
off
13.
from where you were, Raiden. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But nobody's landed on Mars yet. No people.
No people, but
What did we talk about last time?
we are sending one
A rover?
a rover
Yeah.
to Mars, and it's gonna be a risky landing
A risky landing. Why?
because we're trying to land in an old water supplies.
An old lake?
Yeah, no lake.
Yeah.
An old lake.
Yeah, there was lakes on Mars.
But you're sending a dog?
No.
A rover?
Yes. A
Red Rover. Send Raiden right over.
Grandpa's one of the OGs when it comes to dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smiley would not like this.
No.
She does not like dad jokes.
Yeah. So obviously Grandpa got to see the moon landing. He got to see the introduction of computers in the computer age. And Grandpa really got into computers and has been into
Yeah,
computers for a long time. So what fascinated you about computers?
Oh, I liked the sci-fi shows and the big computers that they had. You know that when in World War II, which is about 10 years from when I was born, computers were about the size of this room.
Maybe
Our
even
studio,
bigger.
It's,
Yeah.
We're only showing a corner of the studio, but it was a lot bigger, the whole place, and it couldn't do what your telephone does.
Telephone? You mean cell
So
phone?
Cell phone.
think about this, yeah. A computer the size of this room couldn't even do what a cell phone does. Not even close.
Not even close.
That's
They said that there's more technology in one of these
In one of
right
your
now than
phones?
what was in the first mission to the moon.
Right. That was
So my
very
phone can do
small.
more than what the rocket ship that went to the moon could do. But they
So-
still were able to get there.
So I would like to talk about one thing. What are your thoughts on the United States or like NASA or someone trying to land on Mars in an old lake?
Oh, that's it's possible. It's possible to do that.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to do it. Are you talking about a manned
No,
landing or the robot?
the robot.
I think it was pretty easy to do for us. I mean, we can get it done. It's expensive.
Well, they created a parachute that has such a quick open and unfurling that it's going to help with bringing down that rover
That's what.
subsequent missions that go. The capsules, they'll be able to actually have these parachutes that can withstand coming into to
Atmosphere.
Mars's orbit. Yeah, atmosphere. Crazy.
So, this is a very kind of science kind of topic video.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
You like science. Grandpa likes science. I like science.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the hottest planet in our solar system is?
It's Mercury.
You?
Mercury.
It's actually Venus.
Hmm.
Because Venus.
Because of what it's made of?
No, it's because of the atmosphere. I've heard that
It's so dense.
Venus' atmosphere is so packed in, like thick,
Mm-hmm.
that it would be like totally impossible to get anything through that.
Oh, wow.
And I
It'd be
mean,
like trying to break through a rock.
like you would, it would be like trying to break through lots of steel,
Wow. That's crazy.
or like break a diamond with a hammer.
Ah, wow. That sounds crazy. So, speaking of outer space, one of Grandpa's biggest fascinations and curiosities
Mhm.
when he was younger,
Mhm.
and it kind of traveled because of the show
Mhm.
into different generations, was called Star Trek.
Oh yeah,
Have you been aware of what Star Trek is?
Isn't it like people through space going around and doing stuff?
Yeah. So
Going to different like planets and whatnot?
So what did you find enjoyable or alluring about the original Star Trek? It was only on for like 3 seasons, right?
Yeah, two or three seasons.
Yeah.
It had different people from different worlds. Like Spock was a Vulcan, and they are very logical, and they don't get excited about anything. I mean, they can take whatever Maya would do to make them rowdy. And there was technology. This was back in about the time that they landed on the moon. And they had things that are starting to come true now, like transporters.
I'm
And
not sure about transporters are gonna be here anytime soon right now.
well, they're starting to transport molecules.
Yeah.
Got to start small, right?
Yeah, you gotta start very small and work your way up to something big, like us, or
Yeah.
an elephant.
So there was a show that was on later on. It was called Star Trek: The Next Generation. that Grandpa and I used to watch every week together.
Mhm.
And then there was one called Deep Space Nine. And that was about the time that I was in high school and starting to head off to college. So we got to watch a lot of that, but I think I don't know if we ever got through the whole thing. But that's the question I have for you is, was Picard a better captain or was Kirk a better captain?
I think Picard was more realistic
More realistic?
as far as being a leader.
Yeah.
Picard was more of almost a cowboy, you know. He and actually, it started out that when they were talking about having a show, that it was going to be a western. So that some of the characters.
The Next Generation?
No, on the original Star Trek.
Oh, yeah. Kirk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirk was a maverick. Yeah. But do you think Picard was just because of the casting?
Yeah.
I mean, Patrick Stewart being an older gentleman and kind of,
Yeah.
kind of
Probably
gone
so.
through the fleet.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool. You should watch that show, Bear.
Yeah.
We'll have to get to that. So, should we ask him about some comic book stuff? Because Grandpa likes comic books too, right?
Yeah, but I have a quick question
Okay.
about the comics.
Okay.
When you were like my age, what was your favorite comic?
Oh, it could have been Superman. I like, there was one called Robot Destroyer. And I haven't seen a copy of that in a long time. But it had these robots, and some of them were good and some of them were bad. And the Robot Destroyer would destroy the bad ones.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So obviously with the TV shows that are out now, movies that are out now, and video games that are out now, is there any particular superhero that you would like to see have his own show or his own movie that they haven't done yet, or a reboot of one that they've already done?
Gosh, there's a lot of them. I don't know. I like the Fantastic Four, and I thought they did a pretty good job on that one.
Yeah.
And of course, all these ones that are sort of like Batman, that's fun, DC, all of them are.
Well, that's gonna be hard to do because Ben Affleck decided to, Warner Brothers, as you know, decided to cut the.
Yeah, but there have been other guys who played Batman before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why you think that it's a big significance is because you don't really remember Christian Bale as Batman. Because really, by the time you could remember things, it was like
That
the
was old,
The Dark Knight Rises was like the most recent. So you got to see him with Bane, and you were like, oh, this guy's cool. So you don't really remember him too much. But before him was Michael Keaton. Before him was Adam West. And then before him, way back when, before they even had audio in TV shows, they had a silent film actor who was doing Batman. So it goes way back. So you don't need to worry so much about who's playing Batman. Just know that they will have Batman again.
Hopefully.
Oh, they will.
And hopefully they get Superman back.
Yeah.
Someone like the before Henry Cavill.
Mm-hmm. Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
And then before him was Christopher Reeve.
I think Brandon Routh, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
would be a good Superman again.
Yeah, reprise the role.
Yeah.
Sure. That would be kind of fun. Well, do you have any other questions for Grandpa? We could talk to him all day about stuff, huh?
Yeah.
I think that this one, what was your favorite? What is your favorite episode in season 1?
Of what?
Of
all things action?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh, gosh.
How about favorite episode that we've done so far?
Yeah. That'll be easy.
That'd be an easy thing to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I like them all. They're great entertainment. Got really handsome first man out here, or lead man, and his dad. But no, I like watching them. Do you have a favorite?
My favorite is probably when we did the 5 movies, because I loved how
The top 5.
Yeah, because I loved how you said, was it Arnold Schwarzenegger who said, "Get to the chopper"?
Yeah. Yep, that was from Predator.
Yeah.
Grandpa's seen Predator.
The
Yeah,
old
I've seen
Predator.
Should we ask him a question about Predator?
Yeah.
Which is better, the Predator franchise or the Alien franchise?
Ooh.
See, I got started with the Alien franchise first.
Well, sure, it was in the
You know,
70s, the late
yeah,
70s.
Yeah.
It's hard to
That was-
believe.
That was really good. And the robot in there, you know,
Bishop
Bishop.
and Ash. Ash was the first robot that they had. And he was prone to malfunctioning. Yep, and then Bishop came along and
And did the-
they programmed Bishop so that he could not hurt anybody. You know? They actually made it so that
He couldn't go rogue.
Yeah, he couldn't go off the grid. It wasn't in his program to do that. And before Ash, there was an android named David, who's in the newer movies, because the newer movies are a prequel. So Alien Covenant and Prometheus, those are ones that came before the first Alien movie. So that's pretty cool, right? But David was super glitchy. He had a lot of problems. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Raiden, what do you think about Stan Lee dying?
I mean, it's sad because he's gone. But luckily, me and Samaya have gotten Stanley in Lego Marvel Superheroes,
The video game?
the video game,
Yeah.
on Xbox 360.
Yeah. You guys just got him, right?
Yesterday.
Kind of made it your mission to get Stan Lee, right?
Yeah.
Was that in honor of Stan Lee? You
What?
wanted to unlock him?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
Well, we have made it so we got everything, so we could actually move on to the Stanley and Pill,
yeah,
and so we could just focus on going back and getting him.
sure.
So,
That's awesome.
So, Raiden, what would you like to be when you grow up?
maybe an inventor.
An inventor? Do you have some ideas of what sort of things you'd like to invent?
Yeah.
Like what? Can you share them here? Or are you worried people are going to steal things?
Kind of when people will steal.
Well, that's all right. You can keep them to yourself. Well, Bear, did you have fun?
Yeah.
Grandpa, did you have fun?
I had fun.
Good. I had fun too. And it's always good to talk to somebody else, right, Raiden?
Right.
And Grandpa was always fun to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
A real funny guy. Uh-oh. There goes the thumb. Oh, dad humor.
Daddy humor.
And grandpa humor. That's
Daddy
funny.
and grandpa humor.
If you guys wondered why I've got the Spiffy shirt on too,
Because it's Thanksgiving.
it's Thanksgiving
That's right.
while we're shooting this. So I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful for
This
having a good
show.
job that allows me to provide for the kids and the wife, and I'm thankful for being able to do this on a regular basis. So
Yeah.
you thankful for all that stuff too,
Yeah.
besides the
Yeah.
job?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're all thankful.
that's right. Well, guys, I think we're all done. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. For All Things Action Video Cast, this has been Dad, aka Aaron.
Raiden, aka the van.
And Grandpa.
aka Chris. Until next week, guys, have a great week, and we will see you then. Bye.
Bye.